Okay, welcome again, my lovely set of grade 6 students. Today we are going to be going through the end of term CBT math paper that was given to you the other day. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for you to get more of these information as well as other videos concerning the different concepts in mathematics that I have taught you concerning the different strands. All right, so the instruction on the paper, one of the things that I want you to do is to pay close attention to the instruction. Don't skip the paper without paying attention to the instructions that are given. All right, this is practice because when you begin to do other exams, um, you've already gotten the knowledge, and so it becomes a part of you. Clear? So the instruction says that the paper consists of 40 items and you're to do all of them. It says also that you're to use a space provided for rough work. And of course, absolutely no calculator. And this is because it is a multiple choice question paper. And you won't have the use of calculator when it is time for you to do your PEP exam. All right, so let's jump in. And then, of course, it says this paper lasts for 50 minutes. 1 hour, 50 minutes, sorry. So let's jump right in. What I'm doing here, may be in two parts. This is part one. I may not complete the entire um, paper in one video. So I may have to go over, do another video for you to see the other part. All right, so let's begin. Let me get um, my pen here and we will begin. So number one says that a company orders three items. They cost 63, 34, and 9. How much do the items cost in total? Now, the paper itself was structured so that students who are at the developing stage as well as the beginning stage can get that opportunity of scoring some marks, right? So, one of the things that I did was to ensure that the numbers that you're going to be working with is not too large, hence the small numbers that you see here. All right, and I designed the paper so that you you read the information, because oftentimes I find out that students don't like to read and you don't know what they are coming with. Chances are they'll be coming with um, structured questions similar to these where you have to read and you will have to interpret the information given and apply the knowledge. All right. So read and understand what it is that they're asking you for. And that is what I'm going to be going through with you as well. So let's continue. So a company orders three items, and these are the cost. We have here 63, right? We have here 63, we have here 34, and we have here $9. Then it's asking you how much do the items cost in total. This is the operative word here, total. and that will tell you that we need to add. So let's go ahead and add. So we have $63 and we have $34 and we have $9. All right, let's put some zeros right there as placeholders for you, so you know what you're working with. And of course, all our decimal points are in line, so we just add back our zeros right there. All right, so let's make groups of tens now. So we say 9 plus 1 from the 4 gives us 10, and the 3 that is left will give us 13, and we add another 3 to that, we get 16. So that's a 6 right there, and of course, we put a 1 because we're regrouping. Now we add 6 and 3, which is 9, and the other one, which is 10. 6 and 3, 9 and 1, 10. And the answer, which is 106, is B. Let's continue. Number 2. A woman has saved $300 and she spends $128. How much money does she have left? This question is basically telling you to subtract. So you must read the question. You must be able to read the question and can identify um the operation that must be used, right? So she has $300. Let's write that. $300. Let's put my point and add my two zeros. And then she spends it, right? She spends $128. And this is an everyday question, right? This is everyday. Let me fix that. All right, let's put our zero right there. We know that we can't get anything from the 8 and we can't get anything from the 2, from the 0 there. The 0. We can't take anything from 8, we can't take anything from the 0. And for the 2, we can't take anything from the 0. So we have to do some regrouping. And of course, this is how we go ahead and do it. All right, so 8. Now we have 10. We say 8 from the 10 will leave us with 2. 2 from the 9 will leave us with 7. And 1 from the 2 will leave us with 1. So there you go. Our answer for this one is 172. Pretty easy, right? Yes. Let's look at number 3. Number 3 says there are 5 pens in a pack. How many pens are in 30 packs? All right. And of course, we know that the operation here is multiplication, right? So there are 5 pens in a pack, right? How many pens are there in 30 packs? So let's find out. So we have 30 and we are multiplying by 5. 5, anything multiplied by 0, we are left with 0. And we say 5 times the 3, all right, which is 15. So there we go. Our answer is C for that one. Let's look at number 4. A cake shop has 132 small cakes. The shop assistant can fit 6 small cakes in a box. How many boxes does the assistant need? So this is what we need to find, how many boxes, right? So of course, this question is a division question. So let's divide 132 and we are dividing, right? We need to find out how many boxes we can fit. Um, 6 small cakes in out of the 132. case that we have. All right. So let's go. Once you know your timetable, you are good to go, you know. Once you know your timetable, it's easy for you to, you know, get past this. So how many sixes can we get out of 13? Right? On our timetable, we know that 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 2 is 12. So we stop at 12 because the next one, 6 times 3, right, is gonna be 18. All right, so we stop at 12. So of course it's gonna be 2. 6 twos, of course, is 12, like what we said. We subtract, if you remember how to do long division. 2 from 3 leave us with 1, and of course we bring down. There we go. Now we divide again, right? How many sixes can we get out of 12? We can get 2. And 6 twos, 12. Of course, when we subtract, we are left with nothing. So the answer that we have there is 22. And B, right there, is our answer. Let's continue. What is the value of the underlying digit in the number 345? If you are familiar with your place value chart, you will know the value of this number. And remember, it's not asking you for the place, really, it's asking you for the value. The value. So pay attention to this word value. All right, so we have ones, we have tens, and we have hundreds. And let's put on the digit now. 5, 4, and 3. This is what they want to find out the value of it. So it's in the ones place. And once it's in the ones place, you know that 5 multiplied by 1 is equal to 5, just 5. So D is our answer right there. Let me go back to the top and we continue. So look at number 6. Which digit in the number 3912 has the greatest value? Again, this is a place value question. And we're going to, for emphasis, we're going to just put up our place value chart. So we have a 1 here, we have a 10, we have 100, we have 1,000. And we're just going to write on the different digits. So the 2, of course, goes in the ones place. The 1 goes in the tens place. The 9 goes in the hundreds place. And the 3 goes in the thousands place. We know because the 3 is in the thousands place. Look at this. 3 times 1,000 is going to give us 3,000, right? Check out the 9. 9 is in the hundreds place, and we say 9 times 100 is going to equal to 900. Let's look at the 1. The 1 is in the tens place, so we say 1 multiplied by 10 is equal to just 10. Right? And of course, the 2, which is multiplied by 1, is going to equal to just 2. Pay attention to the zeros. Pay attention to the zeros. So we know that the 3 itself carries the greater value. It's in the thousands place, and when we check the zeros, it carries 3 zeros compared to the other numbers, the other digits. All right, so 3 is our digit that carries the greatest value. All right, let me get the eraser here because we kind of go over on this part of the page. All right, let's go again. It says which shows 12,804. This is also a place value question. So let's put our place value chart, right? 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. So I put two T's for 10,000. And it says which shows 12,000, right? 800. So let's put it 12, right? 12,000. So let's put our 12 there because it speaks to 12,000. And it says 800. So 8, of course. And then it says 4 and 4. So let's put it right there, 4. So we know that we don't have any 10 right there, right? And of course, after every three digit, we put a comma, right? Which we call a period, right? So of course, this is our answer, 12804. And that would be D. Guys, try to remember the structure of your place value chart. Try to remember the structure of a place value chart. I put the 12 there under the 1,000 because I wanted you to understand what it is that we are doing. But by right, we know that it goes, the one would go right there. All right. So let's continue. Number 8, read. A worker's ID number consists of 5 digits. And if you notice, 5 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so 5 digits. So there are 5 digits that we're going to be putting onto that. And let's see what they say. It says that the 9 is in the 10,000s place. Of course, it's place value. So we have the ones, we have the tens, we have the hundreds, we have the thousands, and we have the 10,000. So it says 9 is in the 10,000s place. So put the 9 right there. And then it says 0 is in the ones place. So let's put our 0 right here. Then it says here 8 is in the thousands place. So let's find the thousands place right here. And we put a 8 right there. And then it says 4 is in the 10 in the tens place. So tens is right there. So let's put the 4 there. And the 2 is in the hundreds place. So that's the hundreds place. We put the 2. And there we have our number. So our number right there is 98,204. So let's find 98,240 and see is our answer right there. Let's continue. What is 2,432 written in expanded form? Remember when we did this? I remember telling you that when it comes on to writing numbers in expanded form, we stretch the number. It's like we stretch the number like a rubber band. And this, of course, also is a place value question. So let's put our place value. We have ones, we have tens, we have hundreds, and we have thousands. And let's put on our numbers now. So we have the 2, which is in the ones place, the 3, which is in the tens place, 4 in the hundreds place, and the 2 in the thousands place. One of the things that I try to get you to understand when writing the numbers is to eliminate. All right, so we start with the 2. So the 2, and we cancel all of these, right? So everything would be 0, 1, 2, 3 zeros, right? And then we move on to the 4 now, right? So the 4, and then we eliminate these 2. So we have 2 zeros. And then we move to the 3, and we eliminate that one. So it's just a 0. And then, of course, when we go down to the 2, we don't have anything to eliminate. So, of course, we have 2 with the 3 zeros plus 4 with the 2 zeros plus 3 with 1 0 and 2. So, of course, A is our answer. Pretty easy. All right, let me clear this part so that we can continue with this question. In the number 614.285, which digit is in the hundredths place? Now, this question, of course, again, is a place value question. But concerning the place value chart that you're going to be using, it's a decimal place value chart. All right. So let's I'm gonna need a different color for this. All right. So a decimal place value chart. So I choose the red because I want to put on the decimal point. All right. And I'm going to go back to my blue marker. All right, let's go. So on this side we have ones, this side we have tens, this side we have hundred, and of course thousand. On this side we have THS, which is tens, we have hundreds and the THS, and we have thousand with the THS. All right, so let's put on our digits now. Let me get a different color for you. Let me use the green. All right, so we have here, I'm putting on the four, which is before the decimal point, and the one, and then the six, and then let's go to the other side now, which is the two after the decimal point, the eight and the five. They're asking you which digit is in the hundreds place. That's what they're asking you. So the hundred is this. So the eight itself is in the hundreds place. All right, so let me get my color and circle that one. So eight is in the hundreds place. All right, I hope that you managed to score all 10 questions correct for that part as we move on to the second part of the paper. Number 11. This question is a place value question as well, and numbers are written in worded form. All right, so it says, what is 16,421 thousand and 24 written in words? All right, so once you know your place value chart and you know how to write numbers in words, you are good to go. So the first part here, which is 16 million. So we know that it is not this one because it starts with 1 million. So we need to find 16 million. We know that it's not this one either because this one starts with 6 million. So we eliminate. Immediately we are able to eliminate. So we are down to these two, B and D. And it says 16 million. Let's move on to the other part, which is 421,000. Let's look for that. 400. Now we notice we have the 6 million here, but we have 42,000, right? So this one, B would not be the answer. 6 million, we see 421. So, of course, D. So we do an elimination for this, which makes it a bit easier. All right, this is one method that you can use when you're answering questions in your exams. Try the elimination method. All right, let's look at number 12. Number 12 says, what is 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 expressed in exponential form? All right, these we can do the elimination right here as well. If we notice, we have one, two, three twos, right? One, two, three twos. So this is 2 to the third power. And of course, it's multiplication, right? And then look at this. We have two threes, which is 3 to the second power. So this is what we are looking for. 2 to the third multiplied by 3 to the second. 2 to the third multiplied by 3. And there we go. A being our answer. All right. Let's go. 13. What is 720 742.96 rounded to the nearest whole number, which means it's just this part alone they want, because it's whole number. They don't want the decimal part. But the rule still applies, because when you have 742, right? Remember, the digit that comes after is greater than 4, right? And so the rule says that when our digit is greater than 4, we are to round up, right? And how do we round up? We add 1 to our digit that is to be round, to our rounding digit, the number that we need to round, right? So right there we have 7, 4, and 3. And there, let's find that answer, which is B. Moving along. Which set represents all the prime factors of 84? Um, Remember, when it comes on to, we know what are prime factors. You should know the term prime factors, right? Prime factor is a number that is divisible by itself and 1. A number that is divisible by itself and, of course, 1. All right. You'll have to check out a video that I will post of how to identify the prime factors of a particular number, right? So when we use 2 to divide 84, we can use 2. If you notice, 84, and of course we can use 2 to divide 84. Can we use 3? Yes, we also can use 3, right? um so D for this is our answer: 2, 3, and 7. All right. Which number type best describes this number? All right. Is it composite? No, it would not be composite. Why it would not be composite? Because we know that a composite number has 3 or more factors, right? Yeah. So it won't be composite. Even numbers, we know that it's not even numbers, because 7 and 5, they are not even. We can't divide those by 2 and don't have a remainder. All right, so the only two that we are left with is prime and odd number. Would it be a prime number? No, it cannot be a prime number. Why? Because the 9 itself has more than 2 factors, right? And remember, when it comes down to a prime number, we know that a prime number, you know, only has 2 factors, 1 and itself. And this digit here, 3, it has more than 2 factors. So we are only left with this one. And of course, we did the elimination one method to find our answer there based on the knowledge that we have. So let's continue. 5. Um, what is 5 and 2/3 rounded to the nearest whole number? This right here, if you remember that Fractions are also decimals. So we can change this over to a decimal, and that's one of the best way to do it. Change this what we have here to a decimal. The 5 is a whole number, and therefore the other part, which is the 2/3, is a decimal. Let us find the decimal for that 2/3. All right, so 3, 2, add a 0, 3 into 20. All right, we are left with 6, right? 6 times 3 is equal to 18. So we subtract, we get 20 again, right? And so, and of course, we're gonna be getting a reoccurring decimal. So it's actually 0.6, right? So 2/3 is 0.6. And we need to now round it to a whole number. So we know that is just this part they want. The number, the digit that comes after is greater than 4, and so we add a 1 to it, right? Which gives us 6. So our answer right there would be B6. Let's continue. Find the value of find the value for x if 36 divided by 3 minus 3 times 2 is equal to x. So they want to know what is the value of um, x. All right, so let's go. 36 divided by 3 will give us 12, right? And it said 12 minus 3 times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6, right? So they need to know what is it. So 12 minus 6 will give us 6. Let's continue. What is the smallest? What is the smallest? So 9, let's find out. 9 times 6 is equal to 54. So this one is equal to 54. 8 times 7. 8 sevens is 56. So we know that this is 56. 5 times 11 is 55. And 40 times 1.5 is gonna equal to, let's work out that one. 40 multiplied by 1 and half, that's 60. Okay, so out of 54, 56, 55, 60, which one is the smallest? C, which is 9 times the 6. All right, it says here, which of these units is used when recording mass? Another term that we use for mass is weight, right? So what is it that we use to record weight? We use grams, right? Because kilometer is for length, measure length or distance, of course. And liter, of course, is for liquid measure, right? And meter is for length measure, right? Or distance, of course. So gram is the only one which we use to measure mass. And of course, another word that we use for mass is weight. Let's continue. Number 20. Sorry. Which is the largest unit, operative word, largest unit of length? This is a giveaway. This is something you should know, which is kilometers. All right. Okay, let's go back to this part. All right, so we are down to this page. We're down to this one. Righty, let's go. So we have calculate 150 grams. We're subtracting 685 from the 150 grams. No, we can't subtract as it is because 150 is less than 685. So what we have to do, we have to take from here, we're gonna be left with 19. And when we carry that one over there, this one is going to, from kilograms to grams, it's 1,000, right? So it's actually 1,000 that you're adding there. So the total is 1,150. And we are now subtracting 685 from that 1,150. So how much is it that is left? We are left with 465, right? Now we have 6 and we want to take, we have 19 and we want to take 6 from it. 6 from 9 is 3, so that's 13. 13, 6, 4, 65. 13, 4, 65. So D is our correct answer, right? Then it says here, which is 5.5 kilometers. 5.5 kilometers. If you notice the answer, it is the answers that they give you is not written in kilometers, but rather they are in meters. We know another way of writing 5.5 is 5.5. So we are going to change 5.5 to meters. Meters to kilometer. We're moving from a larger unit to a smaller unit, and the operation there is to multiply. So of course we multiply 5.5 multiplied by 1,000. All right, in this case, I put that, we move to the right. So let's move our decimal to the right. All right, so 5.5. Let me get a different color so that you can see it. All right, so when we move this, we have a 0 that we have here, which is gonna be right there, right? We're moving again. We have a 0 right here, and the decimal point is right there. We're gonna move a third time. The 0 is right there, and the decimal point is right there. So if you notice, it is now 5500.0. We moved 3 times because when we multiply by 1,000, it's 3 places. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. So of course 5500, which is D, being our answer. Let's continue. A sales clerk sold 50 grams of sugar, which will give the total amount of sugar sold in grams. Yeah, from kilo to grams is 1,000, right? All right, so of course it would be 50 multiplied by 1,000, and so B would have been our choice right there. Paper is pretty easy, you know. It's pretty easy. Hmm? Let's look at this one, calculating. So 5 times 3 is 15, right? 5 times 3 is 15. So I put down the 5 and I carry the 1. And I have now 9 times 3 is 27. 27. No, I put down the 7, but then I have to now carry the 2, right? Carry the 2 over because it's multiply. So this one, because it's 27, we put down the 7, we carry the 2, right? We have here 3 times 4 is equal to 12 plus the 2, 14. Right? 3 times 4, 12, 13, 14. Carry the 1, 3, 1, 3, and 1, 4. Right? 44, 15, 3, 6, 3 nines are 18. Something is not right here. I made an error. Let's go back again. Let's go back again with this one. So we are multiplying. Right? 3 times 5. 3 times the 5 is 15. 15. And 3 times the 9. 3 times the 9 is 27. 27 and 1. 28. Right. So 8. Very good. Carry the 2. Didn't know what was happening right there. The 3 is going to times the 4. 3 times the 4 is 12, and 12 and 2 is 14. Carry 1. 3 times 1 is 3, and 1, 4. So 44, 85. Let's continue. What prefix is used to express 1 over 100 times a meter? The prefix, which is 1 over 100, and this is just knowledge, right? 1 over 100 times a meter, right? It's actually centi, right? And I'm going to show you, you must know the conversion table. Conversion table, right? We have here meter. And then after meter, we have centimeter. Sorry, we have decimeter, decimeter. Then we have centimeter. Then we have millimeter. But over here, let's get a different color. But over here, um, we have, after the meter, we have deca. I like to write the DK. Deca. Then we have hecto. Sorry. And then we have kilo. All right. Then it says 1 over 100. Right? Because, of course, Of course, let me show you. Let me get the red and draw the line right there. Over here is 1 over 10. I don't have to use my knowledge. And over here is 1 over 10 again. 1 over 10 again. 1 over 10 again. Right? So if it's 100, which is 10 times 10, that's gonna equal to 100. So it's just two of them. So it's here, centimeter. All right. So centi would have been the choice, which is 1 over 100. All right. So moving along. Which unit is most suitable for measuring a person's height? All right, so we can use centimeter. We dare not use millimeter. Let's do our elimination method. We dare not use millimeter, and we dare not use kilometer. Because kilometer is for um long distance, right? And so we are down to meter and centimeter, right? Some persons chose centimeter, but one of the thing that they are asking you for is this most suitable. Look for that. What one which is most suitable would have been meter, right, instead of centimeter, and that's the reason why we did not choose centimeter. All right, let's continue. 27. What is the length of line segment MN likely to be? Mm, yeah, it says here greater than 2 but less than 5 centimeter, right? We know what a centimeter is, right? If you check out the width, remember when we were doing it, it's like the width of your finger, right? So the width of your finger, we would estimate it to be from here to here, from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's my estimation because it's actually an estimated measure that they are asking you for. It would not be greater than 8, so we know that that wouldn't be the answer. Greater than 5, no. Greater than 12, no. Right, so it's greater than 2, of course, but it is less than 5. This would be the most appropriate one. Let's look at the other. The diagram below shows a map of 4 neighboring communities. Use it to answer item 25 to 26. Items 25 to 26. Sorry, but then it's 28. This one is the issue. Sorry, my bad. So it's actually 28. All right. Sorry about that. So, what is the shortest distance from Apple Grove to Longsville? Apple Grove. Let's look. Apple Grove to Longsville. See it there. Upper Grove to Longville. And then look at the 16, 16 centimeter. Alright. Then it says here, what distance would a tourist travel from Calm Grove to Coville passing through Longsville? So Calm Cove to Coville. Calmville. Calm Cove to Coville, right? So let's look from here to here, passing through Longsville and then goes there. So we have 18 and we have 10. All we need to do is just to add those 10 and the 18, and we get 28. So 28 would have been our answer right there, kilometers. Right, remember, if you notice you see centimeters right there, it cannot be centimeters because we're talking about long distance right now, right? And it has to be kilometers. Well, that's a given. Let's look. Continuing. It says here six fence posts are placed 5 meters apart. What is the distance from the first to the last post? Six of them. Let's draw them. One, two, three, four, five, six. And it says 5 meters apart. So already. This is five. This is five. From there to there is five. From there to there is five. And from there to there is five. How many fives that? One, two, three, four, five. So 5 times 5 is equal to 25. So 25 is our answer right there. Continuing. If 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer, then 3.725 kilometer is the same as, hello, it's the same as 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. Then they're asking you in terms of meter, what's our answer? So we know that is multiplication. 3 times 3.725, and we are moving the decimal place 3 times. So 1, 2, 3. Put a 0 there as placeholder. So our answer there is 3725.0, which is D. Alright, let's look at this now. P is 52, 77, 91, 124, 217. Three members of the set P have a common factor. What is that factor? Right? The factor that is common to these, is it 31? Let's check. 52 divided by 31. No, so it's not 31. Why? Because we have a decimal, a really high decimal. So is it 13? The 2 divided by 13, we have 4. But if we say 77, we divide that by 13, we will get no. So we definitely know that it's not that. How about 7? 52 divided by 7? No. Um, mhm. 3 members of the set P have a common factor. Right. We know that this has 4. 124 divided by this is common. 2 is also, so this is 4. This one, um right, 77. This one is 7 alone. Oh, this one is 13. Um, divide by mm, this one is 31. All right, so 31. So it's actually 4, which is the answer because we have that one and that one, but they ask it for 3. So let's go again. Um, let's see. Mm, divide by 7. So this can also be 7. 7, 7. Mm, and this one can also be 7. So hold up. So it is actually 7. That is our answer because we have 3 of them. This is 7 as well. 7, 7, 7. So 7 would be our appropriate answer. Let's look at this one. Which of the following said is equivalent? When we talk about equivalent of equivalent set, it doesn't have to be the exact same members in the set. It just need to be the amount that is in the set. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 members in the set. And when we look, we see this is the only one that has 4 members. So that's a given. C would have been our answer. Let us continue. In the Venn diagram above, U, students who play games, H, students who play hockey, and V, students who play volleyball. Then it says to you that, let's see the question. The number of students in each set is indicated. How many students do not play volleyball? So look at who not play volleyball. We have this one right here. We have this one right here, right? So 5 plus 3 is equal to 8. Morning, Mr. White. So 8 persons they do not play volleyball. So 8 is our correct answer right there. Let's continue. In the Venn diagram above, it says U represents students in form VI, which is form 6, and S students who study Spanish, G students who study geography, M students who study mathematics. The number of students who study Spanish and mathematics only. Spanish, so this is Spanish and this is mathematics. Only, meaning that they don't do geography either, right? It cannot be 20 because 20 is just mathematics, right? 20 is just mathematics, right? So it cannot be 20. 18 is just science, right? So we don't have anything to do with over there. So the only one is 6 right there because they both 6 study mathematics as well as science. Spanish. So 6 is the correct one right there. Let's continue. Which of the following describes a set that is shaded? So let's look. Which is a subset? This is a subset, right? and it says A intersect B. Yes, of course, it's an intersection right there. But then if you notice, it does not cover here as well. It does not cover here, right? So it cannot be this one, right? Cannot be this one. So it says B complement, B complement, right? B complement. It cannot be B complement because if it's remember B complement is whatever that is not in B, right? And in this case, whatever is in A, being that B is right there, is going to be a part of B. So it's definitely not this. Is it union? No. Mm-mm. Union means everything. All right. So the only one that we are left with is A intersect, B complement. So the intersection, right? And remember the B complement, it's an intersection, and of course the complement represent that which is not in B. All right, and that's the only section that is right there. Let's continue. 37, wrapping up. So in a test marked out of 10, the marks obtained by 15 students are as follows, right? The frequency table, remember when it comes down to frequency table, it must be done in order. So if you notice, we have 490, we don't have any 10. So I know that it's not A because it does not have 10 in it. All right. It stops at 9, yes. So it can either be this one, it cannot be this one either. So anything with the 10 cannot be that. This one, it's not done in order. So therefore, it cannot be this because frequency table, when you structure a frequency table, it has to be in order. All right. So B would have been our appropriate answer. Let us continue. 38. The pictograph shows the number of glasses of drinks sold in a cafe yesterday. All right. So let's look. Lemon juice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's equal to 5. See there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. For orange juice is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cola, 7. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coconut water, 6. So they're asking, they said that one of this is actually one glass. So how many more glasses of coconut water were sold than orange juice? So it's a subtraction question. So coconut water is 6 and orange juice is 4. So all we need to do is to subtract 6 and we're taking 4 away from that. So we are left with 2. Let's continue. We looked at this one. Last question. The stem and leaf plot below shows the number of marbles each student in the class collected. So let's look. Because the key says 3 and 1. That's how they separated, which is equal to 31. So let's go. So we have here 2. So one student collected 2. Another collected 8. Another collected 9. Another collected 1 and 0, which is 10. 1 and 2, which is 12. 1 and 2, 12 again. 1 and 2, 1 and 4, 14. 1 and 9, which is 19. All right. 2 and 3, which is 23. 2 and 8, 28, and we have 28, and we have 28. All right. 3 and 1, which is 31. 3 and 4, which is 34. 3 and 6, which is 36. All right. So let's find out how many students. Um, let's find out how many students. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So our answer for that is 15 students, right? 15 students. What is the mode? The mode is the number that repeats the most. So that's a giveaway. So we see we are 28, 28, and 20. This is the number that repeats the most, right? So, um, 28. Some persons chose 12, but if you notice, 12 is repeated how many times? Two times, and this is repeated three times. So, 28 would have been the choice. Clear? And that wraps it up for today. I'm glad that I was able to do just one video and I never had to do it in two parts. Yay! So I hope that it helps you a lot. I hope that it helps you a lot. Remember to like the video, share the video with somebody, and subscribe. All right, so that you can get more videos like this as well as other mathematic topics that I will share from time to time. All right, so have a good one, and until then, I'll see you. Bye bye.